the family here. This is a memorial special, and we're going to be doing a woodland style here this afternoon. All of you that haven't seen that style, or you've been to a few powwows and you've seen it, it's something to witness. And then we're going to come back to the Howard Roulette men's traditional 18 plus, giving back to the circle, giving back to the arena here. And then our midnight showdown that was supposed to happen last night, the midnight special for the fancy dancer, it's been changed to the mid-afternoon fancy dance showcase. So we're always adapting the agenda. We're always accommodating. We're true professional chameleons, Dennis. We're going to turn it on over here to Dennis Meaches to take us through our special.
Check. Miigwech Don. Abaju du temenanak chanish nabek. Zungwabe ginu dijnikas abenasi du tem. Ginakunima kana no gagi mubi kama apcho nishinchi bimadzit and nishnabe. Gikandemin dashapchas and agat, where gagi musemin. Chibimadzit again nishnabe. Ginakuna mishumus nanak nukunanak, where gagi minuguminan gwek chishigeat, chanishnabe. Friends, relatives, it's a great honor for me to be standing here before you. And I do, on behalf of my family, Long Plain community, the Pow Wow committee, our chief and council, also want to sincerely apologize about last night's events. It's really unfortunate. I remember at a time when our powwows didn't need any powwow security, but it's a sign of our times. How challenging it has been to protect our way of life. It is quite challenging with all the trauma, intergenerational trauma that our people have had to face. And Long Plain is no different. There's a lot of work to do in our communities. And I know Long Plain Powwow, we feel very saddened about what happened. And it's been ongoing for a few years, and I know we need to do better, protect our visitors and our community, our children, especially our children and our elders. So I'm not sure. We talked about my time as chief about the possibility of moving these grounds to a more secure location. I know this is where this area we are dancing on is a very sacred area. This is where the 1876 Adhesion Treaty was signed, June 20th. This is where, during the time that we were banned from having our powwows and our celebrations and our ceremonies, this is where our knowledge keepers had chosen to have the powwows. I remember as a child, I was 4 years old in 1967, dancing here. My kukam getting me ready for the powwow. My grandfather, my shumi, Ben Chaske Meaches, him singing and protecting our way of life. So even within my own family, there has been trauma, intergenerational trauma and challenges. But I'm very thankful that I was brought up on the powwow trail. It's given me a good way of life. Very thankful to be been a leader here at Long Plain for 26 years, 20 years as chief. And I decided to retire a little over a year ago. But I need to play a supporting role. And I am working for our indigenous people right across the country. I am blessed. I am truly blessed to be where I am with my children, my grandchildren, my aunties, my father. He's here today. We had a health scare last year, and he had to move away to Vancouver to be with my sister and my niece, who's a registered nurse, to take better care of him. But today we are been hosting practically all my adult life. I've been having specials This is how I was brought up. I remember my grandparents bringing me into the powwow circle as a young child, and I remember, dancing as a young child. My grandfather singing to me at home, and I danced for him. And it's truly been a blessing to witness through the years the powwow way of life. I got a really good education, teachings, knowledge from knowledge keepers through the years on the powwow trail, and the great MCs of the past, and how these MCs are looking after and helping us with the powwows. And I think the host drum. Last night I was about ready to have this special, and it was back at the camp when we had that incident. I did ask the Showtime singers to help us out with this special. Really love their music. Very, very beautiful drum group. Raymond Meaches, he was my mom's brother. And through the years, he was also a chief of Long Plain. But he was also a horseman. And that's how I got my, love of horses as a child. A quick story, when we used to bring in horses, we used to break the horses, and we had a lot of horses come through Long Plain and leave. He would say, okay, take a horse, and so he said, we want you to help break these horses. So we took the horses. Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 of us, young, just kids, young, about 9, 10, 11 years old. All right, get on that horse. We're ready. Horse was, of course, was not broke, and the horse just bucked. You get thrown off. Then my uncle would say in a nice way, "Get back on that horse right now." Of course, I look at the horse. I look at my uncle. I say, "Well, I'm going to take my chance with that horse." So, but it's been good through the years. My uncle taught me a lot. The value of hard work. I worked all my life. Been involved in the Long Plain Sun Dances. My uncles, they participated in the Sun Dance here at Long Plain, and their job was to bring in our horses, Atsukana Mishtitim, our medicine horses. And so dancing until the creator says, okay, Noshas, it's your time. So I'll be dancing hopefully for well into my sunset years. I will be 61 in a few weeks' time, and life has been, to me, a blessing. Very honored to, my children are following the powwow way of life, and my grandchildren are dancing, but there still needs to be work done within my own family to get them back in the powwow trail. Raymond also, the value of hard work and with horses, but the guy was also a very, very a good sports ball player. I remember here treaty days one time, ball tournaments were big, and my Uncle Raymond came to the batting box with one arm, hits a home run, just using one arm. And he was quite a very strong man, a disciplinarian in many ways, and he was a farmer. I remember another time he said, "Come in, boys, you guys want to go riding horses today?" Of course, yes. All right, jump in the back of the truck. And then we go jump in the back of the truck, and then we keep going past the horse ranch into the northern part of the reserve. All right, before you guys go ride horses, you're going to pick roots all day. So, well, pick roots for a while because we're breaking land in the north side of the reserve for agriculture. By the time we were done, we were exhausted and it was too late to ride horses. But we did get to ride horses a lot through the years, and I still have a lot of horses. I have about 10 right now, and I do need to downsize my horse ranch. But I'm thankful. I'm going to ask my Koda, Dallas Sinowin, to be one of the judges here. I have also my Koda, Ken McKay. He also was he's a traditional dancer. He's here summer. He's right here. Brian Daniels, really a good champion grass dancer. Him and I grew up dancing on the Pow Wow Trail, so I want to call the judges up here. Okay, just a brief announcement here. There is a tie in the women's Golden Age Traditional. Golden Age Traditional, 5609 5160. 5609 5160. So we do have jackets, star blankets. We have 3 first, second, third. We also have 10 places of consolation. So first place is 1,000, second is 800, third is 600, and then 10 consolation of 100. I'd like the men's traditional dancers, if you can come in and circle the arbor if you're participating. We do have also gifts here for elders, knowledge keepers, that my cousin Lorenda, her father, she'll pass out with my daughters gifts to the elders as we begin this special. I had a couple of other judges here. I'm going to ask also my son-in-law, Jamie Masu. He was asked to be here. My brother, Derek Meaches. Woody, if you're here. Morris Meaches, my nephew. He's here to come out and help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, my judges. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Judge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're missing one judge. 1, 2. Derek Meaches. My son-in-law, Jamie Masu. Dal's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna get my daughter Brooke Masu to help judge, and then I think we have 6 there now. So, of course, me, I'm not good. I was telling you last night, I'm not good at math. Last year we had first, second, third, and 7 consolations, and I did my math wrong. So we have 10 consolations and first, second, third. So, which is good. We have the judges. I don't want them standing in the middle. I want them because it's really hard. I know. I stand in the middle and I'm looking at the dancers and I'm missing some really great, great dancing. It's good to capture everybody. So I want our judges to stand on the ring side. They will select a couple of dancers. So we have 13. So one of the judges will select 3. First, after this first round, then we'll get the 13 in, have another song, and then we'll get the 3 dancers. 13, and then we'll get 3 to do a final dance-off. So with that, also have, okay, yeah, my judges are here, so I think we're good to go. All right, love watching all styles of dance. Of course, men's traditional is a beautiful war dance style, and really appreciate all of you coming out to Long Plain Pow Wow. So I'll turn it over to none other than Showtime. Here we go. Hokaha. Thank you. Showtime. I want to acknowledge my cousin, Glenn Walker. He's dancing out there, dancing for our uncle Raymond. I want to call up Glenn Walker. We have a gift for you here. My relation. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think we have a plume. All right. Okay. We get two each there. Koda, Cinnabon. We have one. Okay. All right. Koda, Ken McKay. Daughter Brooke is going to pick three. And my cousin Scrap Iron Kadaski picked two. His nickname is Scrappy. Grass dancer Morris picking his two. All right, let me count here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We do need two more. I think Jamie I thought he was here. Jamie, there he is. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, did you already pick two already? Okay. Well. All right, Jamie, pick two. Okay. All right. Thank you. Would like to acknowledge all the dancers here, Miigwech. So we have 13 selected, and there'll be 14 out there. My cousin Glenn will be also dancing with his friends here. Yeah. So we can get back out on the dance arena, showtime. You may want to shake it up or. Yeah. All right. Shake 'em up.
Dennis, if I could, just to make that announcement for the Women's Golden Age, we found a tie. We went through the point system here, and in the Women's Golden Age, we apologize. We excused you early on, and we're going to give you some time to get ready. We got a few specials. So Women's Golden Age, listen up, 5609 and 5160. You're in a tie break. Women's Golden Age, 5609 and 5160. And so whenever we hear from the contestants, we'll go to the tie break in between our specials. So be standing by. Old Style Woman's Fancy. Back to you, Dennis.
All right, we're going to select 3 dancers here, and then they'll dance a dance off on the third, second, first. Check. We'll ask the other dancers to come and get a consolation prize here on behalf of our family. Okay, we have the 3 selected. All right, so got one more song for these gentlemen. We'll give them a good old war dance song. During this song, probably around the third push-up, we'll select the third place winner, second place winner, first place winner. So. Okay, showtime. Let's let them shine. place here. Charles Malai from Oneida Nation, New York. And our second place winner, Daryl McKay from Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation. Okay, Brendan High Eagle from the White Horse Ranch. Miigwech. Thank you very much, and I'll have relatives give these to the elders. They'll pass these out here, and thank you very much for the second year memorial special for my Uncle Raymond. We got 2 years to go on this special. Miigwech, kinakanimakana.
Thank you, Dennis.
Yep. And we want to call up Glenn. We got us. We have $100 here for you also too. We give you a star blanket, and thank you, cousin. Yep. Miigwech. Yeah. And we Showtime Singers. We gave them their tobacco and Mazda Ska last night, but we're going to give them another 100. Come here, boys. We send your lead singer up. We'll give you another 100 here for helping out. We gave them a few hundred last night. Yep. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much on behalf of my wife, Michelle, my children and family here. Thank you for allowing us to host this beautiful special. And take a picture with the boys over there.
All right, thank you, Dennis. We're going to get our power committee set to go here with the old style woman's fancy, and also we'll send word for the golden age woman's traditional 5609 and 5160. We'll get some word. In the meantime, old style woman's fancy 18 plus. Come on out to the arena here. We got 2 songs coming your way. We'll get some judges here from our power committee, and of course our dancers who placed in the special. They always come over and they acknowledge the drum in their own way. Some they feel the gratefulness for the appreciation to the song, and so they come over and they offer a little bit there to the singers. So awesome. Old style woman's fancy, stand by. Showtime, don't go too far. We're gonna come back to here special by special, song by song, and they're just getting more wickeder as they go. Yeah. They're even recruiting singers. They recruited a guy here. I thought Cliff was going to go get a chair there for a bit. Yes. Shawl dancers, come on out. It's a committee special. We're just going 2 songs. We're going to pick a 1, 2, and a 3 here. And this old shawl dance way, there's a lot of stories. Wherever we go, we get a little bit nostalgic. We feel like we got to turn back time a little bit and acknowledge some of the ways of how dance has emerged throughout time. And this dance here, I talked to a lot of our power historians, a lot of our power authoritarians, and they have a lot of different stories about this one here. But one of the ones I know is my adopted aunt. She come from Crow Agency, from the Absawaka people. And we talk about the late, great Gladys Jefferson. And she was one of the individuals that, was highlighted or was seen as one of the innovators and the pioneers of bringing this shawl dance to where we see it today, and throughout the time and emergence, and all throughout our different tribal territories. There's different women in each area that were known to be shawl dancers. And you see how some of these women have adorned themselves. Some have, kept it very close to what you would have seen in the 1960s. on through the 70s, right up to the early and mid 80s. You know, there was this was a very popular dance amongst the women, and you would see and some of the places you would go, and how some of the stories came to be was that, you know, for a long time in this arena, only the warriors would dance and the women would dance on the outside. That's how we seen it, and that's how we understood it. You know, our veterans, they explained a lot of different things to us. But there was a time when the women kind of wanted to take their own place in this arena without the escort or the being led in by their male relative. They wanted to take their own place, and so there were stories that the women would kind of roll up their jeans just under the knee, and they'd throw on a shawl. They'd put on a gabardine shawl with some cheyennette or some flat fringe, and they would come out in this arena. Some would wear, you know, moccasins. Later on times, they would wear the moccasins and they'd come out here. There were stories that the women sometimes would leave on their cowboy boots too. Some of them were they were cowgirls too. They went to the rodeo, and so they would leave these boots on. A lot of different stories about it, but here today we're going to see the rendition, the 2023 rendition of the old style Woman's Fancy. We're going to get them going here. I believe our judges are in place. We're going to be looking for 3 places right after 2 songs. Song number 1, we're going to turn it on over here. Showtime. Let's get them dancing. Here we go. Hoka. Power Committee Special. Say long plan, share your appreciation. Let them hear it. Big round of applause. Yeah. That was song number 1. How about a big round of applause? Walk around their dancers. And man, we had some of the old coochies and aunties. They're up here. They said, man, they look really good. The only thing they're missing is a pair of dark sunglasses. Oh. That will complete the whole look of the old style fancy. So go on out, get some glasses on. Hey, get some photographs. And then you see how the women have fashioned their hair. Mid 80s, I would say. Butane curlers, remember? And all of a sudden we went into the curled bangs look. Now, I don't know if some of you remember that time, but they had the curled bangs look, yes, and it kind of moved from the way you see today, kind of the straight braid, kind of part down the middle or the side, and then we kind of went to the curled bangs.
Was stands with a fist look.
That's called the tumbleweed look. Living on smokes. Remember when stands with a fist, she was really having eyes for Kevin Costner. Then all of a sudden they were standing in the middle of the water, and all of a sudden Stan with a fist looked up at Kevin Costner just before they embraced, and she goes, "I'm in mourning." Holy smokes. Wicked times, old dances of wolves. How did we go from shawl dancing to teepees and dances of wolves? I don't know.
I believe that was one of the earliest pickup lines as well.
One of these ladies out there's Indian name is stands with a fist, eh? All right, here we go. Song number 2. Showtime, show us the way. One more time, long playing, let him head. Cheer him on. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. Oh, man. Good dancing all around, good singing. What an awesome performance here. While the judges are deliberating here, of the Woman's Golden Age traditional 5609 and 5160, if you could send the family representative up here, let us know if the dancers are dressed. We'll try to slot in the tie break between the Woodland Special. We're going to be going to the Wallace Meach's Memorial Woodlands Dance Special. Men's Woodlands dancers start getting ready. We'll find out who's singing, we'll find out who's talking, and we'll bring the next special forward. Kind of getting through our specials one by one, and thank our Pow committee here once again. We're going to go to the third place right now from our committee representatives. One of our judges is heading out. Man, these judges, these dancers, everything just awesome here on a Sunday afternoon. Let's give this dancer a big round of applause. We'll get a name, we'll get a hometown. We'll find out what social media outlet she's on. We'll find out. That's our third place finish. I believe it's a $100 Canadian finish here. All right. And we're going to go on over here to the second place judge. And she was looking out there and she said, man, There's a second place dancer right there. $200 winner. And now our first place judge is going to walk on over this way, walking over to the crowd, walking over to Portage La Prairie. I'll be right back. Isabel Morales from Sisseton, South Dakota, third place. Let's give all of our dancers a big round of applause. Thank you for representing times of old, and there was some great dancing out there. Second place with Kathy Nelson. Second place, Kathy Nelson, Russo River, Manitoba. And your champion dancing out of Big River, Saskatchewan, Nita McAdam. Congratulations. And Anita makes all kinds of moose hide moccasins. She's on Facebook. She does all that. She hunts and kills her own moose, tans her own hides, and smokes her own hides. So if any of you are looking to place an order on moose hide wraparounds, come and see Nita McAdam. All right. Woodland dancers, come on forward, and those that are speaking, those that are singing for the Woodland Special. In the meantime, if we can get some word here from the Golden Age Women's Traditional Dancers, we need the following. Send a family member, a husband, to come on up here. Somebody let us know if these dancers are ready to go. And we tried to make sure all the dancers were... had ample notice before we officially excused everybody. Unfortunately, this tie came in through the scanning, the third, the fourth, the fifth scan. And on the way, when they were taxing them in, they were faxing them in up to Ottawa, up there to the Situation Room. And 50. Yes. All right. Are you carrying, are those cigarettes? Holy smokes. Oh, those are envelopes. I thought you were carrying a carton of cigarettes. I was like, gee, I like it for you. Well, let's get that wireless microphone again for Dennis Meaches here to take us into our men's Woodland Special. We'll find out who's singing. We'll find out who's coming forward here. Golden Age Women's Traditional, if you could send some word here on behalf of those contestants. And so between our next special, perhaps we will break the tie. Hey, there's one contestant there. Perhaps, Dennis, before we go on the air, we got one contestant with us. That is 5160. 5160 is here. If we have word from 5609. 5609, Golden Age Women's Traditional. We have a lost child up here. Her dad is Oren Roulette. Oren Roulette, come on up here. Your daughter's up here. She's upset. She's mad. She's crying. She said she's going to lobby to the Prime Minister to revoke your child tax credits on her behalf. So come on up here.
More importantly, she's out of loonies for the bouncy house.
Check, check. All right. Okay, we're ready. All right. We asked the Buffalo Nation to help us out with this Battle Nation. And we have, of course, our host from Showtime for the third song. we have asked my friends to come out, my cousins, my cousin my drum Harry. Okay, I want again the Wallace Meaches, Gary Meaches. I don't know. I think Gary's around here somewhere. Gary and our nephew Chris Kershane. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about this memorial. It's for my uncle Wallace Meaches. He was a Korean War veteran. Passed away a few years back, and I wanted to honor him because for a very, very long time he looked after our cenotaph at the as you come into the reserve, and maintained the cenotaph. He was always there for our November 8th Indigenous Veterans Day, helped out with that, and he did love the woodland style of dance. Of course, my cousin Gary lived in the East Coast also too, and woodland style is, I think, a very, very beautiful dance, and it's making its way into the powwow world in recent years, and we have 2 years to go on this special after this one here, and I'm fairly certain the Long Plain Powwow Committee will make this woodland style of dance a standard for categories for all the categories. At least I think when they're done the special, but really appreciate the Powwow Committee. Okay. So if we have the Woodland 18 plus, if you're you want to make your way out into the dance arena. Carl Taylor. We also need my cousin Cyril Fontaine, the Honky Tonk Frog. If I think you're here somewhere. Okay, I'll give. Take the 10 same with this category. We do have first place of 1,000, second place 800, third place 600, and we have 10 consolation prizes of $100 each for the woodland style of dance here. And my judges, Noah,